I'm back with MS Mondays. I'm here. Today, there's a quote that Eric Thomas says. He says,
"No excuses, just adjustments."
I feel like ever since I was diagnosed, everything has been an adjustment to my whole life. And I started getting into DJing, which was a way for me to still work with music and create and enjoy life. I mean, I don't know if I'm starting at the bottom. I'm hoping I will make money. I'm hoping that I get to DJ at some MS Walk or MS events or something. Hook it up with a DJ that has MS and can talk about like a big story. I don't know. I'm thinking really big. But then I also want to throw like events too, which would be kind of cool. And I get to DJ and stuff like that. But yeah, no excuses. Just adjustments. So I had to keep fighting for what I wanted.
Hey guys, welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga.
I'm Impact.
And welcome to our channel.
Welcome everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K this year, subscription this year. So please do us a favor, subscribe, share, like, comment. Let us know how you feel, and yeah, we want to hear from y'all. Yeah. This episode brought to you by Boundless Goodz, new used good on eBay. Check them out. They have a lot of cool items, soft goods, hard goods, electronic, vintage items, rare items, lots of vinyl. They have 50% discount right now, currently go on, so check them out.
Cool. And if you're looking for music to listen to wash dishes to clean your house to drive with, check out djdangadang on YouTube. I just dropped a birthday mix, so if you're celebrating a birthday during Aries season, make sure to check it out.
What up, Aries?
Yeah.
Shout out to my sister. Her birthday just happened.
Shout out to my grandma who's an Aries.
Shout out to Grandma Perla. We appreciate you all. And so yeah, you guys just pretty much seen a video that we just kind of watched as well before this episode. So today we want to talk about the MS Walk, specifically about the Long Beach MS Walk, because it's local to us and is in our hometown. You have seen a video in the past, I believe it was 2018, so 6 years ago, of Danga, of her MS Monday that she was doing during that time.
Yeah.
Just vlogging and talking about her experience with MS.
Yeah.
And I guess we just wanted to kind of reflect on it with you guys at the moment before we dive into some information about the MS Walk and more about her experience, BTS style, behind the scene, how she prepped for it, and literally how she got to where she was at right now. Because the MS Walk is this weekend.
Yeah,
this Saturday,
tomorrow.
which is tomorrow. Yeah,
the one in Long Beach.
The one in Long Beach.
So
yeah.
it's Walk MS.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Walk MS.
So because they have a bunch of events, like they have the Bike MS, and this one is Walk MS.
Gotcha. Thanks for correcting me. I've been literally thinking as the MS Walk. We
I know. Yeah.
You and I would kind of just speak about like that. So yes, Walk MS, Long Beach. So, Bud, watching that video, let's just do this. Let's start with this. Watching that video, what are some of your key reflection of like who you were then and who you are now? You know.
So that video was when I recorded it. It was around the time when I was first diagnosed, 2018. But it was still the beginning stages of it, and I didn't know what was going on. But I wanted to document it, and it was interesting to see my perspective with MS, and it's still the same. I mean, like my hopefulness is still there, and just the idea of no excuses, just adjustments. So I'm always trying to not give up, but still finding ways to overcome the challenge or find a different way to get through the challenge. But that's just something that I noticed, that I'm still that kind of person to this day. even
Sure.
with dealing with the new challenges that MS throws at me all the time, I'm still like, okay, what do I have to do? How do I get around it? So that's something that stood out to me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think I am. First of all, I just want to commend you, like straight to give you props, because I totally didn't. I don't remember. Time's been just flying. And I guess we just been focused on the present and moving forward.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you recorded that. You know, now thinking about it, I kind of remember the video, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that like, to see you now, you know, like compared to that person in that video we just watched, it's inspiring because like, you know, you have completed everything you spoke in there. You know what I mean? Like you talked about walking, you finished the walk. You talked
Yeah.
about DJing at the event. You got the opportunity to DJ for almost 4 years straight now. You know?
Yeah.
You talked about putting on events. You literally did virtual events online during the pandemic for the MS Walk. You know, during the time since they couldn't do the Walk MS during that time. What was it called? MS Got Talent.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You
That's
did a
right.
virtual event with people from around the world, just kind of like entertaining people during that time, you know, because there wasn't a lot of entertainment happening virtually. I mean, in person, so it happened virtually just for the protection of each other during that time. So I guess I'm just saying, like, you know,
I did
talk about
do it. Yeah.
manifesting, really truly manifesting stuff into reality and making it and living it. You know what I mean? I feel like you have done everything you did in that video. I feel like the reason why that person's, to me, were so exciting and so hyped because you did have all that hopes and dream of doing what you want to do, and look at you now. And I mean, you did everything, and you are doing more. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just want to give you props. I want to keep it in the light, like really, just, you know what I mean? Like really, I didn't expect to watch that video, and we watched it, and I just want to give you props, but.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It was emotional to watch and look back.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
But she's awesome.
she is, and the personality is awesome too, you know. And I guess in the energy of a walk and mess, can you share some information about the MS coming up right now before we dive more into your experience? Like what's the event for?
Walk MS is a fundraiser. Well, it's an event to raise awareness for MS, but it's also a fundraiser to raise money for research and resources for MSers. And it's basically just an event where people come together to show their support and love for someone living with MS. And the one in Long Beach, I mean, we've been to the one in LA, which is one of the bigger ones in Southern California. And then Long Beach has such a different vibe. It has like a little lake there, and it's in El Dorado Park, and there's a lot of nature wise. So the vibe is a
Beautiful
little
park.
bit different. It's a little bit smaller, but it's more of our community. So it kind of like feels like our vibe. So
It's more chill.
I think that's why I like it so much.
And how long is the walk?
You have the option of doing 1 mile walk or a 3 miles.
3 miles. Okay.
Yeah, but usually people just do 1 mile.
1 mile. Yeah. I think your dad did a couple times 3 miles. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. He's probably dancing out in there somewhere.
What other stuff can you experience? I guess at the Walk MS in Long Beach. Like, are there vendors that promote certain, treatments, so on?
I think they have some. They have some tables where different like pharmaceutical companies
yeah.
talk about their drug.
Yeah.
And then I think the other tables are like some of the top fundraisers, so they get like a special booth.
Special booth. Oh, yeah, that's
for
right.
their
Yeah.
team.
Yes, that's right.
Depending if you're like the top 3 or 10, I forget how many, but the
cool.
top fundraisers get
really
their
cool.
own little table.
Yeah, and they raised a lot of money too. $1,000. I mean, 2+.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's really cool to see the community come together to support a certain cause, and but at the same time come in just to make it fun too. I feel like that was great. I love the fact that my experience with you as far as just going there, one is to really learn more about MS, but also to be around your community and learn about each other and grow with each other. I feel like that's something that I really truly love. I feel like you feel comfortable to be around there, and so props to the MS Society for creating that.
And then you just see other MSers. You don't usually see a bunch of MSers everywhere, but to see them all come together,
Yes.
it's kind of cool to like share, the community, right? And then it's cool to see your supporters there too. You see everyone in their shirts and they're like sporting their team, and I have my djdangadang love squad representing there too, so it's always fun to when people come out to support you.
Yeah, I love it. So you attended your first one, I'm assuming 2017.
Yeah,
2017 we did we
in
went
LA.
we attended the LA one,
Uh-huh.
but we did discover there was one in Long Beach, right?
Yeah,
And then we officially did our first walk, I believe 2018.
yes.
Around that video, I believe that video that we showcased in the beginning of this episode showcased your excitement for the first walk in Long Beach, at least
In Long Beach,
Yeah, in Long
yeah.
Beach. The first one we attended in LA. You had your kids from your school perform.
That was the second one.
That's the second one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the second one. So the Long Beach was the third one,
Yeah.
right? I'm just double checking. So I guess what I'm trying to say is
Well, I went to the
Yeah.
Long Beach one by myself just to see what it was like, and then to practice doing the walk before the one in LA with all
Oh,
my
yeah,
kids and
that's
stuff.
right.
So I went there by myself to see
Where
just
were
to
you
see
in,
the
Pat?
vibe. I don't know where you were at, but then I went, and then I was
probably
like,
was
"Oh, I'm gonna check it out and
Yeah.
practice the mile and to see what the vibe was like." And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool here." I mean,
Yeah.
it was smaller and like cozier, and still they had like the Star Wars people there, so that was fun. And still the same type of community and supportive vibe there.
yeah.
That was the same. Mile's still the same.
Mile's
It's
still the
just
same.
the energy you bring and the people you bring that makes it a little bit different.
That is true. It's the type of people that come that makes it different. And I feel like speaking on that, and I feel like as you progress in toward the future of your connection with the MS Society and their Walk MS, I feel like your involvement in the, I guess the organization, the event itself has increased, right? Like you are now one of their official DJing at their event. But how did that come to be? Like how did you get the gig, or how did you even think about doing it?
So
but during that time you were DJing. You were starting DJing,
I was starting
right?
to DJ.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So I graduated Scratch LA in 2019, right? I graduated in April, and then I told my teacher at the time, which was Hapa, I was like, "There's an MS walk. Like, it would be so cool if I could DJ at that event."
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking like that month, but I was like, maybe in the future I could be able to do
2018,
that.
yes,
And
yeah.
Hapa was like, "No, you should do it. I'm gonna talk to people and then see if we could get you in." I was like, "Oh dang, I just graduated." And then so he talked to the coordinators there. I think it was Eva and I forgot her other name. I think it's Christine or something.
Yeah.
And they were saying like they've already had their plan already, or their entertainment for
the route
that year.
Schedule.
But they were like, okay, maybe next year she can come. Like, it'll be planned out way better for her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. So then I ended up just going. But then the year after that was the pandemic, so
Yep.
I wasn't able
That's
to do
right.
that. And then the year after, they were doing it virtually, so I DJ'd it virtually, right?
Yep.
It wasn't like part of the MS Society, but we just went live in our place and be like, okay, this is the MS Walk, and we DJ'd.
Yeah.
And then we made plans to, when they came back in person, that I would be able to DJ in 2022.
2022, yeah.
And then, remember, I was in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I was hospitalized in February that year, 2022. And then I was planning to DJ, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it, right?
Yeah.
And then, because we were planning for it already, I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I've been planning this since 2018. So I really pushed for it, and then I had I had Quinza there to help me so I wouldn't be by myself. And if I got tired, like, I would pass it on to him. So he was there to like help co-DJ with me in the first one.
That's right. Oh my gosh, you brought back so much memory right there. Like, you were hospitalized literally a month after February, like literally February to the end of March, and then usually walk-in events Long Beach usually happen around April.
Yeah.
So wow.
So I was still recovering.
Yeah,
but I was so excited for it to finally be in person too.
Yeah. So you had like about 2 years gap into finally you were able to give in the chance to DJ live at the event. I guess were you nervous going into it? Like, how did you prep for it?
I feel like I always get nervous for any event.
Okay.
Right? I always practice the week before. I try to put my playlist together, and then I'll practice. Sometimes I go through, I don't know if that's a normal thing, to like have imposter syndrome, like when you feel like, oh, you're not good enough, or am I going to be good enough? So of course, like all of these thoughts going into that event is something I go through all the time. But then when you go in there and then you see everybody and then you just flow with it, and it's like, okay, this is what I'm
react to timing.
Yeah, and I'm just over worrying about everything. So just trying to enjoy the moment. And since this is like my 4th time going into it, every time I do it, I always have to remind myself like to enjoy the moment, because I'm always prepping before and trying to plan out my sets and make sure, okay, I'm gonna do it this way. But then in the moment, like it doesn't go as planned. Like sometimes you're like the vibe is different, so you have to like adjust. And I'm trying to learn more every time I do it to just be in the moment, right?
Love that. I guess that kind of like opens a question for me, and I want to ask you is like, as a DJ, you know what I mean? Like, do you think like practice makes perfect, or is it like experience makes the perfect, like, I guess, experience or perfect like job, I guess? Like, for you to do your great job, a good job. Like I'm just speaking of, because like sometime in the dance for b-boys, I mean, you could be really great at a session, but you can't handle the moment. You're gonna crash. You're gonna do all these crazy stuff. Even fighters, I mean, they'll be great, but they can't handle the pressure. What I mean? So I guess what I'm asking is, do you think like, even though you could do all the prep work, do you think that really help with the situation, or really for you to be in the situation to experience, to learn how to really, I guess, do your job the best you can?
Yeah, I think,
or a combination too. I'm pretty sure it's a combination too.
It has to be a combination of both, because then I can practice here all the time, and it doesn't make any difference unless I DJ in front of people, and then I see what it's like,
how they react,
the social part, right? You're like, oh, like
what makes them hype?
Yeah,
what makes them move around?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of DJing or any kind of art, is like when you connect to another person and it transforms into something different, a different experience. I could plan my set perfectly, sonically, like it's gonna sound great like this, but then if I'm DJing at the event and no one is vibing with my playlist, like you have to switch it up or else it's gonna be dead, right? So it's always like trying to practice many different options, and then when it's live, you're like ready for anything. Like you can grab from any pocket.
So it is a little experience too, then, to know how, because in a I guess in a situation or like a practice, let's say a professional practice, you know, you need to also know how to adjust on the fly.
Yeah.
Like if I'm fishing, you know what I mean, if the water is dirty and you're using something that the fish can't see, you know what I mean, you gotta switch to colorful
Yeah.
lures. I'm just saying, I'm using it as an analogy to help explain. But so you've been DJing at the CMS Walk for almost 4 years. I guess what's your lesson that you learned throughout this journey leading up to where you're now? You know, I guess I just want to ask if you learned,
In relation to DJing or just MS?
No, it could be
altogether?
MS, life, DJing. You know, I feel like I'm pretty sure you guys are artists. You learn a lot about yourself during this 4-year experience of being at the event, and at the same time, even as a human being too, right? You know, you probably seen, you know, friends and family who come out and support you. Like, you know, I mean, for me, like I know how powerful it is for gathering is, you know what I mean, coming together, and how powerful it is to just have people there for you and support you, you know, to kind of push you to be your greatest, you know. And so I guess for me, like, I just want to see if, like, what are some lessons you learned, because whoever's listening right now, they might be going through some issue like this where, you know, they're striving to be great at something else, you know, I mean, because they have to make a adjustment, right? And it's that's something that in the video that I love that you point out is that it's no excuses, you know, I mean, just adjustment and growth, right?
Yeah, I stole that from Eric Thomas.
Props
But
to Eric Thomas.
he-
Eric Thomas, please like this video.
He just
No, just
I think when when I first
Well-
diagnosed, like hearing him speak, he's very motivational. So like that was something he said all the time, like no excuses, just adjustments.
No excuses. You know, I mean, I'm talking about Eric Thomas too. He's an inspiration for me too, because his wife had MS,
Yeah,
and he
that's
has
right.
to fight his way to adjust a lot of stuff for his wife. And I've learned a lot of stuff from him. Like, I was just so inspired from him, the way he spoke about that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, just speak about Eric Thomas. You know, I just want to give you a big shout out. If you're listening to this, I want to let you know that you are a true inspiration and you helped a lot of people, because I know you helped me. So,
Yep, and you helped me too.
there we go. Please like. Joking.
Yeah, Eric Thomas, like our podcast.
Yeah, okay. But anyway.
Come on our podcast.
Come on
Let
our
me meet your wife.
Yeah.
That'll be the
let's-
next challenge.
or-
If we meet,
Yeah, that'd be great.
If we meet Eric Thomas and his wife, and then we get to share stories.
Yeah. Or do you attend, I guess, the Walk San Diego? You know what I mean? Let us know.
No, yeah.
I mean, I know he lives in San Diego. And his inspiration,
Oh.
he's his motivation speaking. He talked about moving his wife there because there's more sunlight, and for MS we need
Yeah.
more vitamin D. And I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool. You know? But anyways, pivot back to what we're talking about. I mean, what are some lessons?
I think for me, I mean, it's going to be, if I felt symptoms in 2013, right? It's been like 10 years since experiencing all of the MS stuff. So I think what I've learned, and I'm still learning, is to not take everything so seriously and just enjoy the moment. Like, I'm always so worried about the future and always worried about not being like who I was in the past, right? And I've learned that I have no control over a lot of things that happen into our lives.
That's
right?
right.
Into my life. Like, I have no
That's right.
control. I am in control of how I deal with it.
That's right.
I'm in control of like being sad or like finding an adjustment. So and sometimes it's sad, but then just don't take it so seriously. It's like sometimes there's a silver lining in everything.
Yep.
So I think
Truly believe that too.
and then there was something else I heard recently. They were saying like when you worry, you're manifesting the worst case scenario. Yeah,
That's true.
So it's like
I
trying. Yeah,
I agree.
I do that all the time, and it made me think like, I don't want that. I don't want that. So I shouldn't be worrying. I should try to stay.
Positive visualization. That's what something that is real important for any artists or competitors. You know what I mean? In order to visualize your win or visualize only the great. Because if
Yeah.
not, then
you're manifesting the negative.
Yeah, you do pivot to the negative side. I hear you.
So I think that's something I'm learning more and more as I grow is to enjoy the moment, be proud of myself and how far I've come. I think something that I heard from listening to Mindset Mentor, he was like, stop comparing yourself to who you were in the past. Like, compare yourself to who you were last week, right? And be better, like 1% better. So I think that's where...
That's Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas.
No, not Rob Thomas. What's his name again? I forgot. Rob Dial. Rob Dial. It's Rob Dial podcast.
He's also mentor. Very inspiring to like
another person that we recommend. Totally, Rob Dial. Not Rob Thomas.
So yeah, just listening to that, like I'm guilty of myself, like comparing myself to who I was before MS, and it's like, why would I do that? Because I'm a totally different person now, and trying to be better than I was last week, right? Like small things like that help me keep moving forward and to not dwell in negativity and just look for the positive future and the positive present.
I love it. I love it. Thanks for sharing. Is there anything else you want to share about Walk MS Long Beach?
I love everyone who has donated to my team, who has donated to my GoFundMe. I love everyone that has came to the walk to walk with me and support me and to be present with me. I love everyone that has bought a t-shirt from me and showed their support in that way. I love everyone that even just says positive words or affirmations to me.
Many ways to support.
Yeah, there's so many things, and I'm grateful for all of my friends and family and all of the supporters, or even if it's not towards me, it's toward the MS Society, which has given many resources. And I'm grateful for all the love and support, and I'm grateful for the Walk MS Long Beach for letting me DJ at this event. It does mean a lot. Like how cool it is to have a DJ that also has MS too, right?
And that's really dope. That brings a lot of resources. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different ethnicity. That's one thing that I love about it. And you have lots of resources. You bring dancers. You bring people who help warm up the community.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Arnell and Dustin. Thank you so much for they've been doing that for the past 2 years.
And they're always fun.
It's such a great warm up, and they don't just do that for regular people too. They do that for anyone who's also disabled. You know what I mean? They also do it in a way where they acknowledge, anyone who's also having a situation. So they do different warm up too. Anyways, I'm just saying, shout out to them.
I appreciate. Like, shout out to all the pets that come out too.
And show Ryzen, thanks for always coming.
And Ammo too, and Kenobi. I mean, their emotional support too.
Macaroni came one time.
Oh, Mac,
I think so. I forgot. Anyway, but shout out to our friend who's come out and support Danga on this event. And it is April 5th.
Yeah. I DJ
from tomorrow.
8, starting at 8 all the way.
Come out and say hi.
Yeah.
Come out and say hi to DJ Dangadang.
Yeah, you'll be there too.
I'll be there
to help me MC.
What else? Am I MCing tomorrow? Most likely. Here and there. But, okay, well, would you like me to do the lightning round right now?
Oh, there is a lightning round?
Yeah, it's about your stuff.
Okay,
I'm gonna freestyle it. Ready?
Okay.
Who's your favorite person to see there?
You.
Who's your what's your favorite song to play in the beginning?
That I want to play in the beginning, like the beginning of the walk.
Yeah, the walk.
It's a surprise. Well, last year it was Fat Man Scoop.
Fat Man Scoop.
Yeah, it was like super hype. So it's always hard to choose a first song.
I love it.
That keeps people hype, right? that
Okay.
beats the year before. And I always wonder like what the other walks first song is when they like start the walk.
I like that. What's your favorite moment at MS Walk?
I think when my students performed.
Oh yeah, that was so
Yeah,
cute.
this was in LA, but they Miss Celestine, she was
yeah.
she was my TA at the time, but she was helping me with the dance class, and she put together that surprise for me.
Yeah.
And it was so innovate dancers were there to
Yeah,
like perform
perform.
and show their support. So that was the first time I think they saw me struggling with walking
yeah.
too. So that was
Yeah,
like
that's
intense too. But they were still like
It's
cheering
reality.
me on. Yeah.
Okay. That's reality. What's your favorite MS walk? Is it LA or Long Beach? You have to pick. Both of it's great. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to pick.
Long Beach,
Long
all the
Beach.
way.
No,
yeah.
you know, both of it's great. I'm not saying both of it has its pros and cons. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great for everything. Okay. What's your least favorite song that you have to always play because you know people's gonna be hyped?
My least favorite?
Yeah, that I had to play it, but I had to just get through it.
No, there isn't any.
Come on, there has to be
least
one.
favorite song.
Come on.
I
How
only
about the one
play the
that's
good songs.
Dance monkey, dance monkey.
I know, yeah, you're thinking about that, but I got a remix to it, so then I kind of like it again.
Dang, that's so good. See. Okay, what's one of your thing that you struggle with the most when you DJ?
I think it's standing up.
Standing up?
And like, I
you're
bet,
right.
of course, that's the hardest thing is like wanting to dance, but then you don't see it, but then my legs stiffen up, especially my right side stiffens up. And then you'll see me first, like, put all my weight on my left side, and then it's like, oh, I have to sit down a little bit. So I think that's something that I struggle with when I'm DJing. Sometimes I have brain farts too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's...
But you're pretty
That
organized.
isn't the
You're pretty
worst.
you organize pretty well.
Yeah.
So
I think when I first started, my worry was I was going to pass out. Like,
Oh, I see.
from how long you're DJing.
yeah.
I think that was like my biggest worry, but my biggest worry now is standing up for a long time. And I mean, like, I love to DJ standing up, and then they're like, just sit down. It's fine, but it's not fine to me. Like, I
No, I
want to
hear
be
you.
able to,
I hear
Be
you.
up.
I hear you.
yeah.
I mean, that's what DJ is.
Yeah, or like
hype.
using your body
I hear
too
you.
when you're DJing.
I hear you. Okay. What's your like worst pet peeve that you always get as a DJ?
Worst pet peeve,
Yeah.
the pay rates.
Pay rates.
Or having to negotiate your pay rate. I think that's like
Do you take requests?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It depends on the event, but I think most of the events I do are family friendly. So then if it's like, you know, if it's like a Halloween block party, I'm not going to turn down a little kid because he
Yeah.
wants to hear Monster Mash.
Okay. For the fifth time. Okay, you're right. Okay, what's your favorite genre of music to play?
Genre of music to play.
Mhm.
I like to play mashups or just remixes. Like I love funk, but then I love new music too, and I like to play music that people haven't really heard. Like, oh, this is a different, like, it reminds me of something, or it's kind of not, or like
Yeah, I like it.
what is the I have a brain fart already.
It's not
Ordinary.
ordinary. It's like it's original to you then.
Oh yeah, I was thinking unordinary, but then extraordinary, right? It's like it's not ordinary; it's extraordinary because it's not. I think that's something that I've realized, or not realized, but like with hip hop. Like, I love hip hop, but then
Yeah.
when you hear it all the time and you hear like 90s music or 2000 music, and then
You could tell.
you get tired of it. But then when there's like a little change, like there's a mashup, and it's like, oh, I remember liking the song, but it doesn't sound like how it was before.
It's like refreshing.
Yeah,
You're just making something, usual.
like
pretty
a different
refreshing. Make it hype. Make
perspective.
it
Yeah,
refreshing.
or yeah, refreshing. Like, it makes it fun
I
again.
like it. Okay. Who's your inspirations?
Like MS?
Name like one. No, as a DJ.
Or DJ.
As a DJ.
Oh, I like Scratch Bastard. I really like
Scratch Bastard.
Scratch Bastard. He's yeah.
Is it the
Tuesday morning?
morning?
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
Just so
He's so
fun.
hype. Yeah, he's hype.
And I like his music.
Props. I love his vibe. I love his vibe.
Playlist.
Yeah, he plays really good good music for what he's doing. Yeah, so props.
And he's always so hype. I'm like, how is he always so hype at 8:00 in the
it's
morning?
That coffee, baby.
It's so crazy.
No, I don't
but
know.
he inspires me a lot.
Okay, last
too.
one. What is your DJ mantra?
DJ mantra?
Mm-hmm.
Mantra. What's my mantra? I think just it's nothing.
It could be one. It doesn't have to be the one. One.
I don't have one. I just that one threw me off guard. I used to have on my post-it notes. Post-it note.
It could be anything.
I know. It's just be in the moment.
I say DJ. Be in the moment. That's important as a DJ because you need to know what's happening. So that's true.
I think
being in the moment.
This is what I tell myself. Look at your audience, right? Because sometimes I'm like so into like the music and the computer, and then like listening to the music, but then I have to tell myself to look up and see what everyone's doing. Are they reacting to it? Are they dancing? Do they like it or not? Like, I think that's the third element. It's like music, computer, audience. Like, make sure there's like some balance between all three.
I love that. I love that. I love it. Love it. Love it. You aced your lightning round. Okay, well, great job. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and just a little bit about, Walk MS Long Beach and so on. So if you're in town, check it out. Come out and say hi to DJ Dangadang. I'll be there as well. A bunch of our friends will be there in Long Beach, and we will be so happy to say hi to you as well. So, anything else you want to say before we close off?
And if you guys aren't able to make it and you guys still want to donate to the MS Society and to my team, you can log on to the MS website, and my team is DJ Dangadang's Love Squad. Mm-hmm. If you want to support the MS Society,
yes,
and Walk MS.
And then I guess today Hmongipino question of the day for you guys is: what is one type of genre music that you would like Danga to play for her next mix? Let us know.
Oh, for my Friday mixes?
I want you to create a mix for our audience. So, what would you want her to play with? Is it country music genre? Is it house music? Is it break? Is it hip hop? Is it 90s? Is it 70s song?
If it's
genre?
Hmong music, I don't know about that.
Is it Filipino and Hmong mix? Oh, damn, that'd be crazy. I'll be hyped for that. I'll be hyped for that. Like a mix of, I don't know. But yeah, let us know. I would like to know. And maybe she'll be challenged and have fun with it too. And this mix will be a Hmongipino mix dedicated to y'all. So let us know. We'll love to hear from y'all. And please like, subscribe, share with your friends, family, comment. Let us know how you feel. And if you have any questions, let us know. You have anything else to say, bub?
No, thanks. We love you.
We love you guys. We're Hmongipino. We're out. Peace.